report from the radiologist yet saying it's negative, but I don't see anything on there.
Really?
So here's going to be the issue then. If I see nothing on the x-ray, but I do see this swelling, you've got pain kind of with flexion and extension, I can't rule out a blood clot here in this office. So here's your options. Do you even have a car, or how'd you get here?
No, he goes up there and he has $38.05, and he comes back with 5 cents and has a guitar in his hand.
Hey, that's a pretty good deal on a guitar.
He couldn't even spell guitar. Wait, see what I mean? He could not play it. So I knew that I was not wasting time on him, because you ain't gonna put it in your closet. You're gonna put it on your back, and you're gonna carry that thing. He was carrying a guitar he could not play. So what I did busking with him, he's like, I said, this is what we'll do, man. You'll sit there with the guitar in your hand. You'll practice your chords while I'm playing. If I break a string, we switch guitars and you change the string. It was almost like he was praying.
Rudy.
Yeah, he's like, want me to break a string. He was something, you know, felt like he was doing something. I said, you are doing something. You're helping me watch the parking lot. What if I got to pee? You know what? All you got to do is sit there, man. All you got to do is sit there. And then he can play a little bit now. Go to a gas station, it's like 3:30, and this is right at the end of February. It's about to get dark. This is fucking a tough busking situation. I got no money, right? I get 20, 20, 20s. I made 70 in about, I don't know, 8 minutes, right? I'm cold, you know. I've got it. Now we can go to the hostel. And now, right as it gets dark, we're at the Gooder Grove Hostel, and the guy that's running the place buys her a pizza and buys me a steak. And it happens all the time. Because we're only after Dollar General money. We're not trying to sign a record label. I'm not even interested in that
get back
shit.
on the trail.
Yeah. Sometimes Mountain Man will be playing, doing good, and he'll go, all right, we got enough. Let's not get greedy.
What's your address, Mountain Man?
Georgia to Maine, every year. You found me somewhere there.
When we get to town, we're on duty. We get to trail, we're off duty. We get to relax and hike as we will, camp as we will. We're through campers. We're still hikers. We're still hiking. We realized that after a year, that after all the real hikers were off trail, we were still hiking. So that's when we branded ourselves as still hikers. You got a still hiker, and then you've got the section hiker, you've got the day hiker, and you've got the through hiker. The reason I put the through hiker at the bottom is because they're arrogant. They don't like the day hikers. They don't like the section hikers. But I like them. I love them. And they'll take all the trail magic from them and talk shit about them. I love a day hiker. They smell good, and they've got name brand goods that they're willing to give away because they carried too much up there. I like that. They put in the work. They give me the bounty. I don't talk shit about them. I don't bite the hand that feeds me. I like day hikers. Through hikers are at the bottom. Day hikers are above them, because day hikers are out there because they want to be. Through hikers like they're trying to prove something or something. I'm raising 3 kids. I'm married, got a mortgage, you know. It's a pipe dream. I'm already out of the military, but, you know, I thought, man, the Appalachian Trail would have been cool. Oh, yeah. But, so that was, you know, and then blank, the marriage goes south.
That was a donation to the hostel right there. Rich white guy. He said, you want 12 pack?
We like rich white people, man. It's prejudice, I know, but we do.
Man, I come back feeling rich with Marlboros, a 12 pack, 30 bucks in my pocket. Sold some dirt that I didn't even pay for, man. I got dirt sitting in a woman's yard. Woman up at the gas station says, man, I'll give you 30 bucks for it.
You gotta
I said, all right, I gotta go pick it up anyway.
You gotta be rich and white if you
paid
buying
$30
dirt.
for
You
dirt.
buying dirt, you got to be rich. People in Ethiopia be going, they buying fucking dirt. That's what our well is, dirt.
I live on a dirt road, dirt.
Martha, go find us some dirt. fucking dirt, man.
And
They bought fucking dirt. Hell, I'll
That'd
stop
be
the
some
truck
stuff along
anywhere
with
and
it.
get you some fucking dirt. I know you need it. Everywhere I'm standing is some dirt. You gotta be rich and white to buy some dirt tonight. I gotta fill the holes inside my yard. Yeah! Dirt, fucking dirt, man. Original music. I surged from the valley to the top of the hill. I forced my way through forest past old liquor still. Surged off the mountain from a mountain next door. I slept beside the many things I had to ignore. I've been humbled, humbled, humbled again. Humble back down to my knees. I've been humbled, 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 my friend. Humble back up to my feet. I climbed up and climbed down, took some looks around. Asked myself, what do you see? What will it all come tumbling for? What is there left to be? That's all. You have to buy the album to get the rest.
That's it. I've hiked 3 long weeks since North Carolina. It took my brother 3 hours to drive here and get me.
There's Mikey. Mikey came to save me.
I went to church tonight, and I was invited there. A very nice lady next door. So I thought, okay, cool, that'd be a nice experience. Started off all right. They were playing hymns, country style. You know, "Down, down, 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 Amazing Grace." And then the preacher got up there, and from the very first word, such hatred. It was that stereotypical, caricature, Southern gospel hatred that you kind of pretend or hope doesn't exist, but very much does. Homosexuals ruining our country. How, amid the beauty of the landscape, the rolling hills and the flowing streams and the pines that reach to the sky, how, amid all of that, can you hate? And he stood up there, believing with all of his heart that what he was doing was good. Tomorrow I get back on trail, where God actually lives.
How the half mile feel on your leg?
It's good, actually. I mean, I'm nervous with every step, but just take it easy. You gotta listen to your body, man. You'll be going at your pace and you'll see somebody pass you, and you'll like instantly go faster to try to catch him, you know? And it's dumb. It's really dumb. That's not what it's about. You're not getting to Maine tonight. So I think I have to do a little better job listening to my body. He just wants to go hike. He's pissed off that we're still here.
Yeah.
I know. All right, we're going.
Back on trail, to prove to everyone I will not fail.
A few days ago, I was at a shelter. It was raining. I was getting ready for bed, and a lady showed up, and she was really timid, like almost scared, which I understand. It was just the two of us. So we started talking, and I was trying to be normal and let her know I'm a good guy. And after we started talking for a while, she told me that her boyfriend was Stronghold, the guy who was murdered on trail last year. And then I saw her pack, and she had a picture of him, and she had his ATC tag, and we just talked into the night about the different bird calls. She knew a lot about that, and about Stronghold. And she was back out here doing a section of the trail again.
Only thing I can think about now is going to PCT next year. What I've been thinking about every day is how I'm going to keep myself prepared for next year when I get back. How I'm going to just live as simple as possible and just train because, you know, I don't want to lose my feet, man. I've worked really hard for these feet.
How sad is that going to be if we let ourselves go and then struggle to do a 5-mile day?
That's the thing, man. I don't want to do that because of my life.
I lived on 6 city blocks in Quincy, Mass. I worked in the Union in Boston. I never hiked, I never camped, I was never in a tent. And then I had the motorcycle accident there where the handlebar went through the liver and all that stuff. I got messed up on all them pain pills for like 30 years. I got off all that 4 years ago. And I found a video on the Appalachian Trail. I'm like, this looks like fun. Everyone thought I'm crazy because I've had 13 knee surgeries. I'm a train wreck, 2 broken collarbones, steel rods in my arm and all that.
Shit, yeah.
I mean, you know, a couple of back surgeries, but here I am. I mean, my mother thought I was insane. She took life insurance out on me the first time I come out. And now she thinks it's the best thing I've ever did in my whole entire life. She really thought I snapped and was gonna die alone in the woods. And I've never had more fun ever.
Are you still in pain though? You're not on the pain pills anymore.
No. When they came out with medical marijuana, I used the Rick Simpson oil for about 2 months. I brought a little with me for the first couple of things, but not even much of that now, really. It just here and there if I need it. Like if it's raining and it's miserable, they hurt, but nothing hurts. Nothing.
Isn't that amazing?
You know, they have me on 100 milligram fentanyl patches, 90 milligram Oxycontins. They have me on a slew of that stuff. And I just told them all to shove it up their ass. I ain't taking another pill. And I cried like a little schoolgirl for about a month, shitting and pissing my all that. But I got off all that shit, and now I'm here, and that was 4 years ago. I don't see me going back anytime. I'm just having too much fun. It's a perfect time to be doing this as often as I can while I still got time to do it. I'm 65 now. Like I said, I've been clinically dead 7 times. I mean, you know, I don't want to push the gun, but if I'm gonna spend as much time as I can out here hiking. Like if I start sweating or I get a cramp or I get short of breath, I sit the fuck down on the trail wherever I am I'll pull out my stove. I make coffee like 4 or 5 times a day. No one tells me when it's coffee time ever again. Just, you know,
Oh my God.
it's a nice feeling.
Man, I wish I was hiking south with you, man.
Few people can go as slow as me. I do 108 ohms every night in my tent. I burn incense. I got incense with me. I mean, it's a very spiritual life out here. That's what it is. It's a very spiritual life. You get closer to your God, I think. Up in Mass, it's called the Blue Hills. And there's a little Indian reservation place you can go. I guess you can hike up there. So that's where I went to practice. Like, if you want to learn how to hike the Appalachian Trail, go hike the Appalachian Trail. You're going to learn in record time. It's the best teacher in the world to learn how to do this. There's no amount of preparation. I don't care how many videos you watch. I don't care who you talk to that hike the trail. Until you get out here and find out, you know, if you can't carry it in your backpack or in your soul, you don't need it. Plain and simple, you know? And that's what I live by, that philosophy now. That's I read it in a logbook. In 17 I read it, and that's my motto now. If I can't carry it in this back or in my soul, no need for it, you know?
I think you just changed my life, man.
I hear you, right? It changed my life when I heard it too.
What do you think there, Lone Wolf?
Good water.
I went to this church. They said that music was bad, and I always thought it was absurd. But being so sheltered, I'm in the yard playing with my older brother one day, and he's explaining to me what a fiddle is, and it sounded so far-fetched to me. I was like, you're telling me it's like a baby guitar, and then there's horsehair on a stick that you drag across the strings, and it makes a noise? Like, really? And he's like, I promise I'm telling the truth. And once he finally convinced me that it was true, I just knew. Like, I knew that's what I wanted to play. But I knew better than to ask because it was, quote, bad. It wasn't until I was about 13 that I actually got to see one played for the first time. And I was enthralled. I was like, this is the sweetest sound I've ever heard. I just want to play. Thank you.
That looks like a guy who's gonna complete the 4-state challenge.
Yeah, tomorrow. Or the next day. Yeah.
Guys, there's still one more burger that really needs to be eaten.
There's a fly eating it.
Oh, she wants in bad. Dude, it is so funny, just the novelty of being in a car.
Hey,
We're in a car.
you were in
How
a
cool is
car.
that?
We are.
Dixie, you stay here.
Ooh.
How do you say it in your language?
Hey, we're just in a car. Did you guys see us? We're in a car.
You didn't even notice us in a car. Fuck that.
What's your language?
It's Pennsylvania Dutch.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I don't know why it's called Pennsylvania Dutch because it's really just a deteriorated version of a dialect of High German.
We call this Raspberry Lane.
It's Appalachian
Raspberry
Trail
Lane
Drive.
forever.
What a cool address is that? Someone's like, how do I get to your place? And I'm like, oh, let me tell you
wait.
how cool my address is. Just wait.
Tell them the best part about the language if you have to text.
It's not a written language, it's a spoken language. So if I want to message a family member and use the language, I just use the English alphabet and you just sound it out as you go. It makes
Phonetic.
It makes a really funky text, that's for sure. Also, it's great, I don't know if you noticed or not, but all of my commands to my dog are not in English, so that's kind of fun.
That's why I asked, how do you tell the dog to stay in the fucking driveway?
Oh, to tell her to stay there?
Yep.
I say blap dot, which means
Blap.
stay.
Say it again.
Blap dot. It means stay there.
Alright.
My family was Amish until pretty much right before I was born, and then I grew up very conservative Mennonite church, very plain.
And your family still practices?
Yes, I'm the only person in my family that is not Mennonite. My family, my parents anyway, still have not really acknowledged the fact that I am no longer Mennonite. So that makes things a little tense at times. I've worked pretty hard to still be able to have a relationship with them. Hello.
Mad raspberries.
Whoa.
That was me.
That's awesome. Look at him smile. You're gonna be the first of us to summit.
Cool camera.
What do you typically think about when you're walking?
I've been thinking a lot. I think a lot about my grandma, you know, and going to grandma's house, like in Virginia. Her name's Cookie. That was what we called her. That was her trail name. She definitely helped me appreciate Appalachia, and she also cooked cheese straws. Cheese straws?
What is that?
It's like some sort of confection with cheese. It's like a savory snack. I don't know.
Cheese straws.
Cheese straws.
And then finally, right before you draw your final breath, an old man accomplished, warm in his bed, and your grandson comes to you and tells you, "Grandpa, I'm gonna hike the Appalachian Trail." What do you say in response to that?
First, I would say it's Appalachian, is how we pronounce it in the southern Appalachian area. Don't overthink it, man. Get those first steps on the trail and start walking, and the trail will provide, and you're gonna do great.
You got the wench over here.
The dirty wench. Check this out. Yeah. Oh, get that. AT hiker socks right there.
Not a hippie.
Yeah, I'm not a hippie.
He saw my Grateful Dead hat. He was like, "I've got dreads, but I'm not a hippie."
I can hang out with hippies for a short amount of time. Yeah. It's my clothesline right there.
You need to save your energy for your Airbnb with your girlfriend.
Yeah. Listen, I got
Sunday.
some unreal energy right now. I was thinking about that. My stamina has gone up in general. So look out.
We're gonna get live updates. Stamina still looking good. 45 minutes in.
Stamina's still good. Don't worry about me, guys. Look at that. Clean socks. Fucking hand washed. We're ready to go. This is one way that you know your hiker trash. When in the morning, the cranberry juice isn't enough.
This will work out pretty good.
Start to understand how much your smart water bottle can take.
Is that gonna work out perfectly? Oh no!
Yup, doing the dummy check. Nothing out there on that bench. Oh, that's my trash.
I got you.
Alright, thank you. Alright, see you guys soon down trail. Later.
Tell Maine we said what's up, man.
I'll do it, dude. See y'all.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Forty.
How do I get out of here?
Go that way's north. You could go that way.
Nothing like starting with headlamp to start the morning off. I mean, night or whatever.
You're already confused. Hey, thanks for coming to Blackburn.
No problem. Thank you for having me. Go south Summit, leaving here, so I'm making sure that I hit every part of the AT.
Happy trails.
Thank you.
Off to do
54 miles. Unbelievable. I can't imagine. But I'm happy to supply the man with burgers if it helps him get to Pennsylvania.